Yes, ladies and gentlemen, time for game one of Team Secret versus Nigma. I'm OD Pixel here with Fog. Fog, we've heard from the panel, they seem to like what Secret's running here. Would you care to agree, or do you sort of see something in Nigma's lineup that they don't?
Might just be the Secret influence right there, but I love what they got again here. I usually am a huge anti-Skywrath person right now in the meta, but when you're playing versus a hero like Void, it actually fits super nicely. If you have a hero like CK2, I feel like these two are going to be the heroes that really punish Miracle, and they're going to be in that lane versus him. So I can see the reasonings as to why they can pick that one there. And yeah, it looks like it ticks all boxes. Nigma's, look, it's very greedy. I've been seeing them running this Magnus off lane a lot of times, especially with Miracle playing something like the Void. I feel like this is them just being like, well, we got our win condition. Let's hope we can make it to that point.
Let's see if they are able to do so. I mean, yeah, some of these lane setups. What we got down bottom, Miracle. Void supported by Iron Man Snapfire. We're going to be having to deal with the Yapzor Sky and the Zai CK. Towards area Nisha Storm Spirit. Going against the Weehar Tiny. And towards the top half of the map, Puppy on the support Pugna. Mind control, Nigma at the off lane, Agnes. GH is classic Rubik. On the safe lane, Spectre. So, I mean, some of these lanes, I mean, who's going to struggle the most here? Is there any sort of areas of the map that's going to be very hard for one of the teams to play?
I'm wondering about how bottom ends up being. I feel like this could be a lane where Nigma starts to really get pressure too much. CK and Skywrath, they are going to bring it to this Snapfire. They're going to bring it to this Void Spirit as well. I can see this one being the concern. The other one is maybe Nisha and mid, but I see that Secret, they've already covered their bases. Both of their wards are going to be watching the movements, so they're trying to protect Nisha as much as possible because there's very high chances of rotations with tiny mid. Rubik can run in and definitely set up for some plays. Yeah, but I would say that bottom on the side of Nigma would be the one that suffers the most. I don't see Matsu suffering up here.
So for this tiny mid as well for Weehar, I imagine it's very important for him that he never falls behind this game, right? Because other things could get potentially very difficult for core Tiny against these beefy cores such as the CK and the Spectre.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried for Weehar really this game. He has to play pretty perfect. The Storm Spirit's one of those heroes that can stay burstable for the most part of the game, but once you start getting your items built up, you hit your 15 talent, you're no longer burstable. You're just beyond this Tiny's actual threat. Then also the same thing with like a CK and a Spectre, so I'm a bit curious to see why they did decide to put this Storm Spirit mid. I thought they were going to do the snap mid like QO was talking about, because I really could just see Weehar falling completely useless after the first like 20 minutes. So he's got to get a lot done in those first 20.
See if he's able to stay on top of this mid matchup. The level starts coming. If Nisha does opt to take an early point in Vortex and try and threaten for kills on Wheat.
Yeah, definitely a possibility. If he would like to go for that there. We see Puppy top gets the successful pull up. And yeah, I'm pretty sure top lane's going to be the boring one to watch. I think bottom's the fun one.
Well, they're going to try for Yapzor. So slow him here with the time dilation, jump forward with the time warp. Yapzor able to step off to the side. Trying to get some hits back in onto Miracle.
That shows the skill build though. He actually has to go for time dilation in this lane rather than going for bash. So the pressure is being applied from the two of them here. And that's kind of what we figured would really happen, is this is the lane that you can tell that they're just going to be spamming spells onto Miracle. And we'll see what RMN's going to do to counteract it. As he's actually just getting gone on Zai, sees an opportunity.
Yeah, the straining. He has got the stick charges, jumps over with the cookie towards Yapzor, returns with the blast. They'll get Yapzor first, and in fact, Ironman's able to walk away. Nice little body blocks there between the two of them, allows them to control the sky. Keep Iron Man safe. He's able to salve up, and Nigma against a tough lane down here find themselves the first blood.
Yeah, this is definitely the lane to watch where I think all the action's going to be. I really don't think the other ones are going to be, unless someone really makes a misplay up in top or in the mid lane. I think this will just be the zone of the fun. This time dilation really kicking in too. Just a little bit of slow. The attack speed slow from the scatter blast for them to get these kills. And they get the lane pull off. So levels will be there for RMN.
Important point for mid, of course, coming up in just under a minute. both will have the bottles out. TU heads over to guard that 4-minute room for each of these mid laners.
Yeah, Yapsor is definitely going to go toward bottom. RMN, he does have the mana to check it, but he's a little bit low on health. So we'll probably have GH. They'll probably send GH to the top rune.
No difficulties on this top lane for either. Mind control, Hamilton will do continue to farm mid lane. We are going for a bit of an attempt on Nisha. Quite have the burst, still bringing him low, but is at a point where Nisha has got that bottle now, so Nisha will be able to heal up in 4-minute runes. She was able to hold it. We are and GH up towards the top, and not going to get lucky though. It is down, so Nisha winning in the RNG there. There's a fresh bottle out, fully refueled. And it is an arcane rune as well. Of course, one of the, arguably not the nicest rune for Nisha to find here in this early farming phase.
Yeah, and we actually has to go back to base or just wait for the bounty. I think he just goes base, yeah. He actually would have had the, pretty important point is Weehaw would have actually had the kill in mid if he got the toss on the Storm Spirit, but it tossed the range creep earlier. Very close. As Nisha, he's going to push in forward here, and Weehaw is actually sticking around, waiting for his boots, and just going to wait for the bounty runes. He'll miss out on a lot of last hits here as Nisha.
Trade some damage in on this with the arcane. To punish Weehaw for sticking around, and may see if he can get over and take away Weehaw's bounty.
If he can do this, they have to send GH.
He doesn't want to go. He's a little too worried about support backup probably on that high ground, as he doesn't want to risk the walk up there, and he doesn't want to walk straight into a tiny combo. So Weehaw will manage to guard and keep that 5-minute bounty room for himself. Down bottom, Zai picking up the bounty room before Miracle's able to grab it himself here, as they do turn with the blast. Zai pulls back RMN. Yapsor again with a bit more spam, but the stick charges keep RMN alive. Cookie there onto Miracle to stun Zai. And the final burst from Yapsor flies through to take down RMN. Secret will get the kill. He'll try for Miracle too, but he has got the time walk available, so a jump over the trees will keep him safe.
This is the raindrop lane at its maximum. We're going to see the regen really be expended on bottom. On both sides, really. But yeah, we're seeing the spam slowing down Miracle quite significantly. Only 20 last hits. You see Spectre, you see Matu. He's not getting slowed down at all. That 30 last hits for himself. So lane slightly favoring Secret. And mid Nisha's really starting to come out ahead over Weehaw. We'll see what this next rune spawns. GH, he's going to stack a camp as well as check the top rune.
See if Nisha gets lucky again on the RNG. He does. This time, balancing everything. Weehaw will be able to claim the second power ring.
It's a big one. It's an invis if he wants to make a move.
Straight away.
Invis and TP bottom. I like this.
Oh, this is quick from Wei. Zai ready for this one. I don't think he is here, sticking around. Weeha's able to come out of the invis with the combo. Cookie forward, they've got the blaster. Excellent usage of that invis rune there. No hesitation from Weehaw as he immediately TPs down bottom to make that play.
And they give GH the mid lane too, so no XP wasted. At top, it's not like they could pressure the Spectre anyway. And Magnus is getting to those levels as well.
Look at this,
so
Weehaw.
Super nice move.
Coming in with the fake back. Radiant. Just wraps straight back around, hunting for Yapsor, and he's found him there. Huge moves here from the Tiny as we are starting this game off with a couple of quick kills on this bottom lane, making that first move. And couldn't have been done any better there with both members of Secret taken out and space made for Miracle.
No, absolutely perfect rotations. As we see, GH has a quad stack, by the way, up in that top that he just pinged out.
Oh.
So they're going to be ready to farm that one on the Magnus, as he has the 3 points in the Empower, or for Weehaw if he would like to get an early Blink Dagger. That's a really nice prep farm. Yeah, Nigma definitely taking all the boxes, except just still some suffering inside of the laning phase overall here, but making nice moves to at least alleviate that pressure.
Still, of course, free farm continues for both Nisha and Matuma. Two heroes on track to be very, very farm this game, and it's going to be down to what sort of moves Nigma can make to slow the Storm and the Spectre down. And when it does come to the hunting, I mean, when's it all going to kick off, really? Is it just Weehaw and his Blink Dagger timing that's sort of the tool that's going to allow them to hunt down those cores?
Yeah, I mean, with the phase boots, I think you can also just look to do it. They have a lot of good ways to build the pressure. And Secret's actually going first.
Instantly, straight away with the Horn and the Zip forward. They're going to take one, and now with Matu jumping over to GH, they're going to look for a second there, Secret. As Matu's chasing, GH the stick charges, and he has got the backup of mind control and Iron Man. YapzOr still heading forward, in fact, as there's the cookie in onto the Skywrath. YapzOr stepping forward a little too aggressively there, as Nigma will be able to turn and take him down in response. They have found the quad stack.
They see the stack.
They want to take this away, and they're just about getting it all. This is huge for Secret if they can clean this all up. Matsu still sticking around to try and finish off these big creeps. Fatebolt comes out, RP's there on the low ground, as they got the two of them into a very minuscule skewer. Mind control, can he finish off Puppey with We Are coming in with the avalanche? He certainly can.
And they got, I'm pretty sure, almost all of those big creeps. RMN, he secured them with the scatter blast. So they weren't able to get these huge kills during the RP, but they secured themselves their stack and prevented Secret from stealing it. As mid, Weehaw, fairly tanky, should be fine.
Enough burst here from the two of them to make that play. Coming bottle refill, Nisha. Matsu straight back to farming on that top lane, looking of course to get the blade mail done. The standard build that we have begun to see on Spectres, even though we didn't see it last series, but it seems like most of the top teams do tend to go this route, blade mail first, pretty much every time.
Yep. And he gets, of course, the blessing. He gets the Iron Talon as well. So Spectre to the Ancients allows him to just Spectre to farm literally Ancients at the fastest pace. They're going any hero besides Sven. Good old Dispersion and Blade Mail working on neutrals. Feels really good for a Spectre. Zai pops Phantasm almost immediately when he hit 6. He was pressuring bottom, forcing Miracle a bit out of the lane. Now Miracle's looking to set up. Might be able to find Nisha here. Chrono and a Mask of Madness available.
Well, Chrono would do it if he's able to catch him in a way that we have got the avalanche to follow up. Here we go, but there's a zip and straight away Nisha. He dodges the Chrono. I mean, that's always a very hard Chrono to hit, and Nisha shows that. As soon as he sees Miracle coming in, he's just out with the zip, and the Chrono is put to waste. That hurts.
That's gonna... I mean, Matu is probably just like, yes. As a Spectre now, Chrono's down.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough for them to make a play on him. They still can, though. They have Snapfire. Grandma is level 6. So
sure.
RMN, he's very strong right now. They can definitely set up if they do have good control onto Matu, but I mean, wait for one of those ultis.
That sort of move as well. I mean, is that what's sort of the odds of that working out? Do you feel if you're just coming in and chronoing a storm in the mid? Would you say at this level most storms are going to be able to react quick enough?
No, I would say most of them would get caught. It's pretty tough to actually get the zip. Yeah.
Bottom lane, there we have, as you said, with the Snapfire ult, they find an opportunity. We are in with the combo, and Mortimer's kisses rain down on Zai. Pushing the CK out of the lane.
RMN's getting very farmed. I mean, this is a 5-position snap, but he's actually going to rush the mech. Hey, how green's he going to go? He's not going for the green at all. He's going for the smart play with his team. Happened pretty early on. And now Void's just going to jungle. At the meantime, he has an Iron Talon and he has Empower, so he'll be able to farm real quick and a good distribution of health against Nigma. But Secret's still coming out a little bit more ahead. As Blade Mail's up, RP is used up top.
Straight away, set up there from Mind Control into the cookie. We are heading over with the combo. Have they got enough burst to take in? They do. Smooth moves from Nigma and getting the big kill that they are yet to take, pushing Matu off the map.
Without even having the Grandma ult there, they can set up for that one. That's pretty huge there, Secret. Just a little bit too spread amongst the map here. Able to protect their Spectre. Some big moves from Nigma.
Yeah, I mean, well, so far so good for the Weehaw Tiny, as you say. When you're running it mid against this lineup, you've got to kick it off from the start, and he certainly is. 12 minutes in, 4 kills on the Tiny.
He's doing like a perfect job actually so far. Peeking this up just a little bit. Little to no mistakes is the name of the game really for Weehaw.
Hunter. Down on the top tier 1.
Radiant's
so we bring things down to the bottom tower.
Yeah, they have good ward coverage down here. Nigma does not really have much vision at all on the map at the moment. Just the one defensive ward at the moment, covering their Ancients. But now they have their Chrono available. They have their Snapfire ult as well. We will see Secret, for the most part, getting the initiation jumps. Whenever they have Haunt or Storm, you're always going to be able to pick and choose your targets until those Blink Daggers come out. And Nigma's going to have them at a very fast pace. Mind Control pretty much has its done on this off-lane Magnus.
He does find that catch, as saying Nigma's got just a huge amount of follow-up to those sort of blink RPs. Secret still just trying to take what they can away from Nigma's half of the map into the jungle, getting his wards down. Very good control of this bottom half of the map. And they're going to try and sweep over onto the mid. GH, he's in a whole world of trouble here. A Secret is still hunting around the towers. Nisha, in with a zip, pulling back GH. TPs are coming in. I mean, GH is still alive. In fact, he might just live. Finally, he goes down. They do kill him, but not before Nigma's been able to turn up and maybe turn this around. They're trying to chase towards Zai. The kisses are coming out. Miracle has the chrono ready to go, and he's able to trap both Puppey and Zai. Turns for the quick kill onto Puppey, heads back over to Zai. Zai still trying to run, but Miracle and Mind Control chasing down deep behind the tower. Matsu came in to finish off the kill onto Weehaw with the help of Nisha, and he's out with the TP. He'll make it away. In fact, Zai also actually able to walk out from it. Oh, they couldn't actually finish him off. So, all things considered, with that fight taking place behind the tower, Secret pretty much ends up coming out on top, right? They only lost Puppey and Big O's used by Nick. Secret able to get the rest of their cores out of it. Those, yes, Zai, I thought he was dead for sure, but they couldn't quite catch him. Two speed for the drums.
I thought he was dead too. How deep he was as well, but they distracted Weehaw the whole time. The Spectre and the Storm stuck on top of the Tiny the entirety of the fight, so Weehaw actually couldn't contribute too much into it. He was just collapsed up on the whole time. Matsu almost dies, but they get out. Yeah, a big win for Secret there. As now it's going to be Orchid finished for Storm Spirit, and that's going to really kick up the tempo. That's going to be a lot of those pressure plays here. This Void Miracle is going to be... It's going to be a lot harder game for him now for a long time until he gets the Manta finished up. They're going to hunt him a lot. And Weehaw doesn't have Blink either, so they're just going to be constantly hunting now. This duo here, Nisha as well as Yapzor, can kill pretty much anybody they find. Meanwhile, Puppey is he's forcing the wave in too as a 5 position, forcing that mid tower a little bit.
At the moment, Nigma very much in position to prepare for it. All 5 of them around the triangle.
Nisha's trying to finish his level 12, so he has that better zip. Surprised he's not telling Yapzor to move away from the camp there so he can get that 12. He'll still be able to finish it off after this next camp. But a full mech for RMN, 15 minutes. Woo! Does he even have the mana for everything? He doesn't have mana for his whole toolkit unless he has stick charges. He at least has a clarity, but definitely gonna need a little bit more mana.
Yeah, that's true. There's a snap. He's got a nice bit of HP, you know, strength stats are good, you're tanky, but...
they just shot him. They have his D4 bottom, RMN.
I mean, did you just die for this?
About it. Do they have Haunt soon? Are they waiting for it? They're just diving.
Tower is under attack.
Actually not able to find him there over the trees, the Remnant Vision not quite reaching. So if it did, they don't seem to want to go.
Chrono's going to be back up in 8 seconds too, so the window of them going for that kill is definitely going to be going away for a second here.
Miracle is getting the space to finish off that Manta.
Yeah. And Weehaw's got the Blink finished up too, so this is all good here. Oh, Puppey.
They're going to look for the combo. Onto the Pugna. Puppey. Self-decrepify off the Skewer. Mind Control means there's no running for the Pugna.
And a stolen bast for GH. Yeah, the Blink jumps are going to be pretty big, and going for another one.
We are.
Dire's middle tower.
Very quick to make plays with the Blink daggers. Yeah, Secret back there. Have to be careful. I mean, especially their 2 supports, right? There is definite targets here for Weehaw right now that he will 100 to 0 for the Blink combo.
Yeah, they don't have any type of... the 2 of these 2 don't have control between them. They have a silence that comes out from the Skywrath. That's really it. All the control is going to be coming up from CK, from Storm Spirit to protect.
Solid stuff.
This Weehaw,
yeah. Teams on. Keep trying to find the pickups on these supports. Zayas, Weehaw alone can't take down.
Radiant's
look at the way that they're building on the support too. Puppey buys a belt of strength. Anything to try and survive the burst. We'll probably see that coming out from the 2 of them.
Also knowing Puppey probably preparing for the inevitable Dagon purchase.
Dagon, yeah, I think so too.
He's like, I'll upgrade this later. He always ends up with a Dagon in his inventory, Puppey.
Yeah, somehow. He always does end up being very farmed. Very close game here. 10-4. Nigma making all the right aggressive moves here, but somehow Secret just getting more out of the map of farming. This Storm Spirit, while Weeha's looking for fight, while Weeha's looking for kills, Nisha's just looking for farm.
On him. Made the jump in onto Iron Man. Iron Man's gone before Mind Control can react. Tried to get him with the RP, but holds back off it. Going at the moment. Now Weeha's in. Now there's definite chance for the jump. He's going to look for the jump on Sky. He'll get it. The Haunt's going to come out. Matthew want to commit for this though, past the tower. No, he's actually just looking over towards GH instead. But GH buys some space with the Glimmer. The Glimmer comes to an end. Matthew's diving in. We'll finish it off there. Getting the kill over to the side. Weeha jumps over. The Chrono is down to both Puppey and Matthew. Puppey falls. On the side though, Zai and Nisha, they're controlling Mind Control. Mind Control goes down. Chrono utilized, but only getting Puppey. It's just the support guy. As now, maybe if they can find Zai. Kisses are coming in. Zai's spinning out there with the drums, and the Kisses just don't quite have the range. Zai's able to walk out of this. Weeha's got Blink in a few seconds if he wants to try and go in on this, but Zai just too speedy. Runs all the way back down mid. They don't get it. I mean, it is getting to the stage where Nigma there, they could deal with the supports, but the cores aren't quite dying.
No, they are not, and it's like you said, another Chrono used just to kill a 5 position. Puppey going down to them immediately. Like Secret's gonna play super active right now. No Grandma ult, no Chrono. I gotta stop saying Grandma. I'm gonna say Mortimer. I gotta get used to saying it. I always just say Grandma. I don't know why.
Nice there, right?
It triggers me when I hear myself do it too, though, for some reason. They're setting up down bottom. Our man.
Does he want to dive this? He's still eyeing things out with the smoke. And Iron Man heads up here. There's a Remnant spotting him out. Nisha.
And he's spotted.
He's got a quick grab here. Straight in he goes. Iron Man will get the mech off. It's not going to save him.
Tower is under attack.
Pressure is being applied. The Manta now coming out from Matumba Man. And yeah, Secret just, they're knowing how to take advantage of these timings. Look at Puppey refilling the mana of Matumba Man down here too.
Yeah,
they're setting up here.
They're going to try and see if they can burst Matu. Very hard though with the blade now. Drag him back. A safety ball from here. Puppey trying to offer that help that Matu needs. No, with the 4 of them in the bashes, there might not be an escape for Matu. There isn't. He goes down and out with the wraparound. Mind Control's got the jump on to Puppey. RP locks down the Pugner. Nigma will punish Secret for pushing in aggressively. And now with the stolen, GH tries to close the gap onto Nisha, but Nisha's still with mana to play. He's out back to safety. But finally, a big kill to be found there by Nigma. Shutting down Matu as just pushing a little too confident onto that tier 2 bottom.
Yeah, just, I guess, feeling that Puppey would be able to save him down there, but they all started backing away. The Storm Spirit Nisha started moving, and Nigma, they capitalized quickly. No hesitation, is now they're smoking. They can get out of it.
Okay.
Chrono's back up in about 10
Can they do
seconds.
Roche? They've got the Mask of Madness on the Void, but I guess, yeah.
There's the Storm's back there.
Yeah, you want to get something first with this Chrono. Zai definitely could be a candidate for this. The Haunt's going to come out, scouting the situation and also allowing Matu to try and chase down Mind Control, but Mind Control is able to get away with the skewer. Matu quite able to chase him out. So now Haunt's down, Chrono's up.
He's running at him.
Miracle, and he might want to drop it just for this. Pots the man to Chrono's down. He's been able to catch the 2 of them. In fact, Nisha, he zipped it as well. He zipped it to the corner. Nisha goes down. They do get a stun on the Miracle. Miracle fully low. Is he able to live? Yes, he is. He's able to jump to the side. The mech from Iron Man, buying him time to time walk out. As, I mean, he couldn't have done that any better there, Miracle. Chronoing the 2 of them. Nisha zipping in. I mean, that zip, I guess he either didn't expect Chrono to be back up or Miracle not to drop it at all, but it was there. And it only just gives them the dream scenario. Nigma's just gone and killed every single core of Secret.
Dire's middle tower is
All 3 cores down and Roche is available. This is now 3 Roche for them. That is... I mean,
those sort of kills. So that's massive for Nigma. Look at the gold on Miracle. He's got 3k gold before he's even taken this Roche down. He is going to be able to be well on his way towards that silver X that it looks like he is going to try and rush after Manta to have that break opportunity. I mean, against all 3 of the cores, it does mess with them.
You couldn't ask for better situations for Nigma. You couldn't ask for bigger mistakes for the Secret.
Yeah, rare mistakes.
The whole thing that kicks it off was Matu haunting to try to get a kill onto a Magnus, and then he's caught in the enemy jungle, and then Nisha zips into a Chrono too. Just things being handed to Nigma a little bit there, but Secret making some very rare mistakes.
This Void's going to be a big problem now. Yeah, look at the goal on Miracle, as I say, just overall net worth. He's jumping ahead nearly 3K above that of Matthew Spectre. And on the Void, this Chrono, at this point, it's getting close to a stage where he Chronos a core, they will have damage to kill them. That's not going to be a question. Particularly when the break's online. And even before then, as long as RMN's around with the kisses, they'll get the job done. Every team fight, Miracle's able to find the Chrono.
Yeah. And look at Puppy. Puppy may have just TP'd into his death.
I think he certainly has. We are in with a couple of slaps, and Puppy's gone. Nigma take another. Sabor's taking this tier 2 tower. 18-8. 2K up against Team Secret right now, Nigma.
Yeah, this is huge. I mean, they're going to have a pretty... Miracle now has this blanket coverage to be able to finish up his item, like finish up that Silver Edge, which if he does Chrono Matu, they've already been able to kill him without it. This is something going to prove to be problematic for Secret, is they just don't have these type of big team fight things kicking together. They have to try to catch these back heroes before these ults go off.
Nisha.
Let's see.
Zipping in, there's a lot of the man. He's going to get the size on the mind control. We are already in with the combo onto Yapso. Yapso's gone. Nothing that Nisha can do to get involved here. He's got to run away.
They've got Secret completely on the back foot right now.
Yeah. All
having to play super defensive. Zai's actually just hiding off in the tree line there. Nisha's having to just jungle, but look, this ward coverage here. Nigma, they've got wards up top and they've got their ults back up. Chrono is at the ready. Weehaw, he sees Puppy.
Zen. Combo's out. Puppy still able to live. Get the life drain. Quick to do it to break it. They'll zip over with Nisha. Silence down on the mind control. Pull back onto Weehaw. The Vortex control sets up for the kill onto Tiny. Now Secret turn over towards mind controls. Mind control. He's going to be left behind here. Secret get themselves the double for Nisha. So able to punish Nigma for a couple of them staying deep in Secret's jungle whilst they didn't have the full team around. Miracle, meanwhile, was down bottom. Does have that completed Silver Edge on its way out. But over on Secret, we also see big items being completed. Zai, he's got that Axe complete already. Nice and early here at 25 minutes.
Oh, wow. That's pretty huge. He can protect people inside a Chronosphere, if I'm not mistaken, right? You pop the thing and it dispels them and also pops an illusion inside the Chrono. Oh, there's some situations where it could save somebody.
Sure, it applies sort of a little, a few milliseconds of confusion that maybe stops a hit or two getting in straight away.
Yeah, it's definitely, these type of things can't be written off. Can definitely protect people. These dispels also, it removes time dilation from everybody on the team is one important one too. So if they do get hit by that time dilation that I've seen Miracle hit like perfectly in a lot of these fights, that could be pretty huge.
Yeah, of course on top of those cute little features of the use of it, just the fact that you've got to carry Spectre, right? Probably one of the best cores to have that you could make an illusion of.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it should be pretty damn strong for them. Puppy top, refilling Nisha's mana pool so he can stay fighting. And we have about a minute and a half left on this Aegis.
They're going to try and sit him for mind control. See if they've got the burst to take him out. He's pretty tanky as the Magnus. He's still alive. Finally pops. Have just enough. Ironman and Miracle coming in. Miracle. Easy. He can find an opportunity to catch someone who's going to jump for Zai. Chaos Bolt. We are in with a combo. The kisses are coming out. Zai's trying to run. Miracle's on with a chase. Zai go full. Bashes are there. Killer's found. Miracle still ready to chase on for more. He's still got the Manta, Aegis, and Chrono. See who he can catch. He's running in for Yabzor. Actually heading up towards the lane instead. Looks like he just wants to... ideally wants to find the cause, but as it is, Nisha's over towards the mid. Matu's still down on the bottom half of the map. Maybe Miracle can still find the opportunity here.
They have a ward.
But no, wards are out. They see him and they're playing very safely in Secret. Not wanting to get fight. Avoid and quick jump on the Tiny. Maybe even more as Matu. He's able to jump with the horn over to RMN as well. RMN into the pit and out of vision. Matu doesn't want to try and chase any further. Miracle, he's eyeing up Niche towards the mid. He could drop the Chrono and try and go for this. It would be on his own. Has he got enough damage? He's going to pop the Manta. Decrepify's out, disarming the Void. And with that, there is not the damage to kill off the Storm. Niche is going to be fine. Chronosphere down the drain.
I didn't know where Puppy was. I can't believe he made that play yet. And Puppy has a Blink Dagger, so he can always get into range to be able to save out his teammates. That's a huge Chronosphere cooldown. 140 seconds. Aegis gets reclaimed. Secret, they're going to look to punch back hard here. He did use their haunt, but they're definitely ready to fight even without that. Puppy. Probably going to smoke, yeah. I think they can just smoke. There's a lot of wards up in the area, though, for Nigma.
And it does feel that this point of the game is really the stage where Nigma can't really allow any more slip-ups to happen. Because I feel like we've seen other teams get Secret in this position before. Big zip, but not going to fully commit. Zaraman is able to get out.
50 HP, the Orchid Burn almost killed him. And yeah, I 100% agree with you because it's in this game too. Sure, it's like it's Secret. We always talk about the Secret thing, but Secret picked himself a tricore that scales. Void is really the only true big scaling carry on the side of Nigma at all. Sure, they've got the big ultis that can come in, but tiny. This is where we said Weeha's really going to start to fall off. He's done his damage. He's done a fantastic job in this game, 12, 4, and 6, but this is when it starts to get real hard. All your weight is really on Miracle to land these huge chronos.
And I guess for the itemization, the scaling doesn't matter too much for Miracle because he does have the Empower. But it does feel like, right, because he went for the Manta into the Silver Edge, you know, he's getting that to kill. You know, this isn't an item that's sort of gearing him up to try and take it late.
No, he will definitely be... He will be a bit weaker. Sure, he'll have that damage from the Empower, but you can tell that you can feel the Storm, the Spectre, like these two heroes, they're going to scale harder than Miracle at this current point. At least the Spectre. Storm maybe not so much. A little different of a hero.
Nigma keeping the pressure maintained on Secret's half. That gold lead that they've had certainly seeming to hit a bit of a stop now, that 3k advantage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nigma can just sort of make one more move to really break the game open even further for themselves there. Ults all up in 15 seconds.
Top tower is under attack.
They'll have the Chronosphere good to go, but of course not before everything's ready from Secret too. Matu more than ready with a Haunt to come in.
And those initiations are going to be tough. You know, Haunt comes out, that's like we always talk about, like the Storm Spectre, it's very often as a duo together because you always win the initiation jump. You get full vision of the backlines, which allows you to pick and choose how you want to take the fight.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So for mind control, we know that it's always going to just continue to get harder and harder. That's Miracle. He's actually under a ward for a second there.
Got to be a little careful playing around it. There's quite a bit of vision set up by Secret. So Secret, they're actually going to be the ones to play cautious, knowing that the Void is out on the hunt.
I think they know that they scale harder, right? Like if you, well, of course they do because it's Secret, but
Dire's
you guys
middle
have great game understanding. But if they can get to a point of these three heroes just hitting creeps and farming, eventually it's just going to be that Void, the one that they really have to worry about.
It's under attack.
So this is really Nigma's big time to make stuff happen.
Shit. Do their best to just vacate this area. Yeah, Zai's out with TP. Weeha's moving in. Nisha also likely to TP out here. Okay, he's going to stick around for one more wave. In fact, ooh, okay, just being flashy. Big zip and a TP out.
That's like one of those zips that you can also just pop smokes.
Yeah.
Like the Embers and the Storm Spirits always have that fun play to be able to break smokes for free.
Wasn't too far off the movements of creeping around there into the jungle of Secret. Starting to get the push on, but Secret's still able to hold this in sort of the way that they would want for the mid, bottom lane. Matu able to push this wave out. He's 1200 off the Skadi. The next big item is in for Miracle now. Satanic done. So without a doubt, incredibly tanky. This Void, more than likely to be able to jump around these team fights, even if he does get caught out by a stunt.
Zai's looking to try to find this backline, looking for this Rubik, looking for this Snapfire. Gonna find GH, and the jump in the front on Weeha.
Yeah, Weeha's been caught on the front lines of it all. He's able to put the BKB. Phantasm does come out here for the side of Secret. Now they'll start to push it back. Weeha's going to go for the TP out with the remainder of his BKB, and he'll make it away. As soon as he wasn't able to find the jump, Nigma making the decision to disengage whilst his BKB is unavailable. Actually saying that, maybe the rest of Nigma could get back in. They've got a smoke up. Miracle not going to be able to find anything though. Secret just continuing to play it very safe, held behind this tier 2 tower, and not really leaving any opportunities for Nigma to find anything the Chrono for quite some time.
They're trying to get their time to finish up these two items. Nisha almost has BKB. Matu almost has Scotty finished up. Weeha, that's the perfect call that he did with the BKB TP. Because if he didn't do that, Secret was committing. They were going to pop Haunt and go full in onto them. And now the wraparound Nigma might be able to get some positioning. They have vision of the whole backline.
Already on the mid, Matsu is starting to poke him. We are, but mind control's in. He's got the RP onto the two of them and drags them back into the reach of Miracle. Miracle steps across, break it in onto the Spectre. Matsu trying to get away. Miracle drops the chrono. He's locked down the Spectre. Matsu will fall. There'll be a buyback from Zai. Zai in the midst of this all, him and his arm is just getting cleaved down, and Zai, that's a dieback. As Miracle picks up the triple, turns over towards Nisha. Nisha's trying to finish off Mind Control. Will get him. Mind Control buys back, but they just can't kill Miracle. Miracle's just too tanky right now. The toss-up kills off the Storm. There's going to be another buyback coming out. It's an ultra kill for Miracle. Secret, they're throwing everything into this fight. They've got to kill this Void. They will be able to do so. The sentry's down. Nisha closes the gap. Mind Control off to the side. He's also facing difficulties as Nisha, still with mana to play with, closes in upon him. Puppies around as well to offer up that extra bit of burst with the Decrepify. The Secret will clean up the fight. Was a big investment from Secret, though, going in with 4 buybacks to come out on top of the team fight. Will pay off, though. They're able to kill off the big cause of Nigma. Now they're going for Roche. Buybacks.
Did he buy back mid-toss and land in the middle of the fight?
I think he did, because he was instantly in there. I saw that he brought back, but I also saw that he was still full HP in the fight, so I think he must have.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
And these buybacks can pay off if they can get the Roche, but Nigma, they've all bought back themselves to counteract it. And
yeah, Nigma know that they can't let Secret take this.
Yeah, they have to back away. Their support's not good on mana right now at the moment.
And I mean, still,
they have to try to stop this.
And even with dying there, you know, Miracle, he just picked up so much before he did go down. You know, level 24 on the Void.
Matsu did too. That's the thing, on the buyback, he got a crazy amount too. He's up to 23, almost 24 too, and he's getting the Roche.
He is. They've got to make a jump soon.
Phantasm
use the Phantasm, get those illusions out to scout things, and the space is there for Matsu to finish off Roche, get the Aegis and the cheese.
And that's the buyback that Nigma used too. The Miracle Void, he used it.
And we are too. So big buybacks being spent by both sides, but at the end of it all, Secret is the team that's coming out with the Aegis and the cheese. So Nigma definitely in the scarier position now. If Miracle or Weehaw goes down, Secret's going to have a huge window to start just running down mid.
Yeah, now Matsu's also a lot tankier as he does have the Scotty finished up too after that whole buyback after the last fight when he did die. Yeah, I was so confused in the last fight. I was just trying to keep track of something. Zai just like appears in the middle of the fight while they're all fighting. I was like, what's happening?
Now we've seen sort of sometimes that interaction not being beneficial for the hero that's getting tossed, but if that was indeed the case there, I mean, it certainly worked out for Zai staying in the fight. That was exactly what he wanted.
He was totally lost. He appeared in the fight and then started TPing to the tier 2 mid, and then he was like, wait, I'm in the fight.
It kind of, I mean, I guess he did die the second time, but him sort of being there, feel like it made the rest of Secret rally around him and go, all right, we've got to fight. Zai's brought back and he's in on the front line.
It really did. It was so confusing. I saw him TPing to tier 2 and he's like, wait, what? My Phantasm illusions are here. So it's making things very confusing. And Secret, like we said, they come out pretty big items here. Even a third, actually, a blink on the CK too. So BKB on Nisha.
And it really is, yeah. This next 5 minutes it's going to be very tense for the teams. Both teams 4 heroes each without buyback for just under 5 minutes.
Secret with Aegis cheese though, they're going to push this real hard here.
A big hit on any of the cores could just end the game, despite as close as it is right now in numbers. 26 to 17, less than 1k difference.
Yep.
Nigma definitely having to be the more careful right now.
The Hunt's going to come out for vision.
Going to scout things. Straight away, Matsu's going to move in onto RML. Weehaw comes with the combo. Nisha over to the side to control mind control. Lift ups there from GH as he has the setup onto Nisha. Allowing Miracle to come in with the chrono. They're trying to focus him down. The light train attempted to keep him alive, but they won't do so. They've killed off the Storm. Nisha's dead for 2 minutes. Matsu trying to turn towards Weehaw, but the BKB's out mind control. RPing Matsu to hold him in position. Miracle's trying to chase down Zai. He'll turn his attention to running now as they've lost 3 on Nigma. Miracle's out with the Silver Edge. He'll get away with the Invis. Do get the Storm. They lose 3 heroes themselves there. So despite the Storm being dead for 2 minutes, the fact they're low on numbers, I mean, it's unlikely that Nigma's actually able to do anything with this 2-minute death timer on Nisha.
Good that they kill him. He was actually about to get saved there. It looked like Puppy was about to get the decrep and life drain to help him out. And then he had a regen. Good thing that they were actually able to burst him. But yeah, it cost them a lot, and we see Matsu clean up fully. Just such easier forms of initiation every time. The haunt is popped, and then Nisha just jumps, sticks onto the magnets the whole fight. It just makes everything really chaotic for Nigma.
An extra feature as well. We do see that, at least I saw that as a spectator. You know, whenever Zai does pop that ult, you do get a little bit of a drop in the frames. It could be used tactically. It affects the players.
It's definitely true.
Radiant's top tower.
There used to be the strat, wasn't there? Of well, not a strat. I think teams have said, you know, when you're playing, what was it, Terrorblade against PL, and you drop down the reflection. I used to make things sort of briefly stop in time.
Yeah, I love games that there was like a PL, a Terrorblade, and a Monkey King, and a Wukong's King.
Oh yeah, that was the
and the game would just break. It was just like, all right, well, I have no idea what's going on in the fight, but someone's winning.
It doesn't happen as much nowadays.
Yeah.
These newer things, like the Ags on CK, now that's a newer thing.
They fixed the flaming illusions though, right? The buggy flaming illusions, or does that still happens a little bit, I feel.
Oh yeah, CK used to have that a lot, didn't he? I've not seen it in a while though.
Okay, 2 4 items. What do we got picked up? Swell Prism for Team Nigma, Timeless Relic for Team Secret. And Leveler.
On the Sky as well, yeah. He's going to be dealing some big damage and some long old silence and slows.
Yeah, they at least have like the Manta and stuff like that to deal with the silence on the big target. But it's a Miracle, so he doesn't have to worry about like an 8-second silence plus. I mean, Miracle's holding the Spell Prism, and they have Chrono.
Yeah. And for Miracle, who is sort of the prime target to Chrono? I guess the dream is Puppey plus Bomb, right? Puppey plus a core. Gonna start things on Zai. Zai popping the ult. We are. He's able to look towards him. Miracle chases him down. That's gonna be Zygon. Matu comes out with a horn, picks it from Nisha as he looks towards the back line. Matu's in with the BKB in the blade mail onto Mind Control. Mind Control not gonna get the chance to pop an RP. Nisha with the BKB able to play his way away from Miracle, but Miracle's chasing the Chronos on the mark. Nisha's able to dodge it yet again as Miracle finds nothing. He's still trying to move forward and fight as he gets the dilation onto Yap, so we'll bash him down. Miracle still strong despite not having the Chrono. To Anisha though, they're turning over towards him. Miracle jumps to the side. Matu wants to chase, but the Manta's out. Miracle turns over towards Matu. The lift up onto Nisha. Nisha still with mana to play with as he's off to the side. The bashes are out. Matu being focused by Miracle as Weehart joins forces, comes in with the combo. The tosses are there as they've locked down Matu. He's dead for 2 minutes. We're still at a point of the game where the buybacks aren't quite back up, and even if they were, Nisha, Zai, and Matu do not have the money for it. So this is legitimately going to be 2 minutes without the Spectre. A big window for Nigma to try and push in and maybe get some damage done to further buildings of Secret.
I can't believe GH survives during this whole fight too. They're trying so hard to stick onto these supports as well as the Magnus, but he actually stole Haunt, and he was jumping around from his illusions so they couldn't stick on him. And then he survived, so he has the control provided for Miracle's build to work out so well, because he's just standing his ground punching targets, and then he has the little gold to do so.
Yeah, no, they really struggle to kill this Void. This is incredibly tanky build.
And they start the fight man down. Zai died before pretty much anything gets to kick off.
Yeah, they're not having too much trouble taking down Zai at all. With the Empower, Miracle getting the bashes in, he goes down and it's only about to get easier. As Miracle, he's got a full Ags gun. So jumping in with the Time Walk, these illusions are going to get ripped apart very quickly. The Time Walk and the Empower, you know, it's a pseudo Ags Time Walk with a battle period. The damage is going to be done, and it just does so much damage if you're able to get into these sort of clusters of heroes, which there have been in every single one of these fights.
Yeah, now finds himself an Arcane Rune too, so 2.4-second cooldown on Time Walk.
Onto the side, we are. Holding low, but they're able to save him. Miracle jumps in. He's got Chrono back up in 10 seconds. If he can find a chance to use this, it's straight over. It's just jumping in. There's no escape for Yapzor.
He might catch more.
He's not even done.
Okay,
does he want to jump into the base? You know he wanted to, but he won't do, so he's playing it carefully.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And that was also, you know, touching back to the last fight just a little bit more, that was without an RP and with a Chrono hitting nobody. That Nigma did have kickoff, so definitely showing a lot of potential if they are able to land those.
Cool. Still holding solid control of this game, 12, 1, and 9.
And they're Yeah, I'm very surprised that they're not actually like, falling off either. You know, I was expecting Weehaw to start having a little bit more rough times, but he's doing a great job. He has his items finished up too. So these chronos, now he has an Aghanims to tree volley into with this build. It's actually going to start dealing its own damage too. And he's super tanky, 4,200 HP.
No, I mean, it definitely does look like this. Absolutely could be the game where we see Secret being taken out.
Scanning.
A match of Dota2 as Nigma got all the tools, held in a very good place. They're going to go for the Roach. Now, for the superstitious of the Nigma fans out there, don't look at the score at the top. It may be a sign. We'll see.
This is going to be the big decider. See who gets the wraparound, who gets the spell casts. Skywrath respawning, YapzOr TPing in. Going for what looks like one of the most massive wraparounds I think I've ever seen. Circle is drawn. Look at the angle that they're drawing here. RMS like none. All right, Weehaw. He's not smoked though. They see him.
So a solid chrono from Miracle will just end the fight as soon as it starts. Who's going to be able to find? He's in. There he goes straight away. They're on to Nisha. Nisha, is there going to be any help for him coming across? There is not, as Nisha's out. Miracle's also able to jump to the side, take down Puppey. Got the combo to Matthew. Matthew having to jump away with the horn. He's onto the high ground, actually daggering in onto RMN, but Miracle's turning towards him. Zai over to the side, turns to the stun, onto the Snapfire. The zip ball for Nisha, looking for Weehaw, but Miracle, he's just pushing back both Puppey and YapzOr. YapzOr's able to get out with the blink. But they've used 2 buybacks for this Secret. Over to the side, Miracle's able to have Pagier coming in. They've got the RP now. They take out Zai. Zai buys back. Matthew's got the big KP, but the bashes from Miracle and too much to deal with. As that's him out of the game for 100 seconds. No buyback on Matuma Man. Miracle just continuing to jump forward, cleaning them up. Nisha, he's got the full lining. He's got to use it. He's getting bashed. Nisha's still hanging around, trying to turn towards Miracle, but another jump. Miracle's over the Puppey. Triple kill for him. Stewart control onto Nisha, but Nisha still with mana to jump out to the high ground. Buybacks coming out from Nigma. The Secret themselves, they've used 4 buybacks this fight. Nisha, he's so low. They're hunting him, but they won't quite find him straight away. They do now recognize his position. There's already RMN. He's there waiting on the side. They're hunting and now find him. In they go. Another kill for Miracle Zai. He's tried to come across, turns with the stun on a Miracle, but now he's got to run. Miracle gets in again with his time, but they cannot kill this boy. He's too tanky right now. Just closing the gaps with these consistent time walks all over the place. He's 18-1-11. That's 4 dead on Secret. 4 diebacks, I think, effectively. They're not able to get back into the game. 12k up, 40-25. Nigma might just be able to end this.
I think they might be able. Dude, watching this might be the most broken thing I've ever seen, I'll be honest. Spell Prism on the Void with this. 3-second cooldown on this time walk. With the Empower and everything, they can't stick on him, they can't kill him, and he's just zoning away 4 heroes.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They're just looking to close it.
They can actually close it.
They know that Secret can't come back into this one. They'll have Matthew back in 15. They're doing it here, Nigma. It's just Matthew and YapzOr unlikely to be able to push this one back. Nigma clean the tier 4s onto the Ancient. They go. As they've done it here in this game one. They have done it. GG's are called. Miracle with a celebratory chrono onto his teammates. As they've done what seems